Shooting the shiznit, shooting the shiznit. Best little wrestling podcast in the business. Your host BT and all his guests. You'll never know who he'll have next. Shooting the shiznit, shooting the shiznit. Best little wrestling podcast in the business. Shooting the shiznit.
Hey everyone, we're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is an STSPod.club production. I'm BT and I got people waiting in the waiting room. Just want to say real quick, this is episode 16 of 5 Minute Time Limit and episode 1016 of STSPod.club. This is 5 Minute Time Limit every first Tuesday of the month at 7:05, brought to you by Bear Mills and Vitality Chiropractic, both in Jonesboro. Vitality Chiropractic actually in Jonesboro and Newport. If you enjoyed the show and want to show your appreciation, you can always cash app us at $BTSTS. And if you're with us tonight, make sure you stick around because we do an after show chat. Stick around with us if you make an appearance. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. We got our second best numbers of all time in 2025, and we are currently at 7,512,836 of all time plays. This past year we did very close to 2.4 million. Thank you is all I can say. So let's just take a moment here. I'm going to bring the first person on.
All right. We're here at 5 Minute Time Limit with my old buddy, Gene Jackson. We do WTF. We had an episode this past week, but he's on 5 Minute Time Limit. We also do the USWA podcast together. Remember, Gene, you're going to have 5 minutes or less. If you get tired of talking, you can just quit talking. The theme this episode is the clock resets. We get one prediction. We'll judge you on in January of next year. What wrestler are you going to get behind all year long? You said this guy is the guy. And what's one thing that you could change or has to be fixed in pro wrestling in 2026? Your timer starts now.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, we talked about this off air. I don't keep up with current stuff that much, so it's kind of tough. But I mean, prediction, Seth Rollins will come back and then get injured again? I don't know.
Oh, well, you might have the best prediction, and by January 2027, we'll say Gene won that award. So we're going to bring them all back and see who that's what we're going to do for one of the shows, is just judge and see who did the best. But yeah, Seth's going to get hurt and he's going to come back.
I mean, I hope it's not true. I'm not wishing that on him, but just if the past has taught us anything, bless his heart, he's fragile. As far as, so this doesn't have to be like WWE, AEW. This could be any level of wrestling.
No, just any guy that you really, really are all in about. You like, you say, we need to, kind of like you must see. You go out of your way to look at this guy in 2026.
You know, I told you the other day I've been watching some things, and I'd have to say Tim Bosby is a guy that I think is, I mean, he's done well so far, but I feel like he's really going to blow up in 2026, and I plan on keeping a watch on him.
Awesome. Is it talented, very talented. I've had talks with some of the guys that do the booking there in Memphis Wrestling, and man, the only thing with Tim is he kind of looks too plain for me. Now his in work is really good, but to me, and I know this sounds bad, but he kind of needs a gimmick different than what he's doing. But man, him as a heel, just starting out as a heel, we had that happen last week. It's going to be good. He is and he's so much bigger. I know you you watched. Did you watch the angle with Derek King and see how much
Yes.
bigger he was?
And
than
towering
Derek
over. Towering. I really didn't realize how much bigger he was than Derek until that moment. But I feel like I agree with the gimmick thing, but also having watched him in the past and then seeing that turn and seeing the promo afterwards, I feel like turning into a heel is going to find, kind of like Kurt Angle in many ways, he'll find his way into a character from there. And
you
that
probably
was the
are
missing
right.
piece of the puzzle.
I was when he threw Derek into the corner, I was just like, wait, who was that? That he just tires. I mean, he looks huge compared to Derek King.
And then blowing the kiss to Ray's family.
My God.
I mean, it was a bit of personality you hadn't seen out of him yet.
I told you that's one of my favorite things all year long, and it might have been my favorite match just because of the up and down. I was so excited to see. I've been part of this story with him winning, Ray winning, and then that happened. All right, so one thing in wrestling that has to be fixed in 2026.
Ooh, Lord, that's a tough one to narrow down. Gosh, I guess all this focus on like ratings, like all the time that's spent arguing, like people arguing with Meltzer and arguing amongst themselves about, who watched this and who watched that. Like, who cares? Like, I don't know. And I hate that term. Everybody uses it, tribalism. But I mean, I guess that sort of thing needs to go away. But I don't know. Like, just watch wrestling and enjoy it. Why are you spending time online arguing about ratings? I mean, I understand these people who have podcasts and people who run websites, but I'm talking about just, you see average everyday fans getting into cuss fights online about the ratings and what's the real numbers and why do you care? Watch it or don't.
The wrestling business is horrible when it comes to stuff like that, but we're not only the fan base that does that. I mean, you got Star Wars, you got anything that has a huge fan base is very vocal. Recently, Stranger Things is the finale's been getting so much heat, which I haven't seen, but it is one of those things where we probably will never be able to change, but it would be a great thing to change for people. Just if you're not watching it, don't worry about it. That's just the way I am. I don't even cover AEW because I don't watch it. There's no sense of me saying it sucks because I don't watch it. So it's just all right, man. Your 5 minutes is up. We thank you. Join us for USWA podcast and join us on either one of our Patreons. We have special episodes up there. Thanks, Gene. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Our next contestant is, what's up, King Jamie?
Oh, not a whole lot.
Not much going on tonight. Looks like you're at home. I see all your figures and everything and lights. So I know it's good to be home, right?
It is always.
All right, you know what we're doing. It's the clock resets. I'm going to start your timer now. So tell me a prediction.
My prediction. Gunther's going to go to SmackDown and beat Cody for the title.
Oh, so we'll have to come back and see if that one is even close to true. So that's a good prediction. I don't even know what I would predict. I guess I need to answer the question also, but that's all right. So Gunther's going to beat Cody for the belt. One wrestler that you're all in on.
Brian Breaker. If you saw last night on Raw,
I
Braun
did.
Breaker wore out CM Punk.
I made a mention on the Shiznit Minute. Well, I will for tomorrow, but I'll go ahead and say what I said. I know it was not time.
No.
Our microphone is fucked up
Again. Jesus Christ. Look, I'm fixing to bring it back so I can change all that. So, all right, I'll bring it back.
Okay.
we're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is an STSPod.club production. That's right. This is episode 16 of 5 Minute Time Limit and episode 1016 of STS Pod. This 5 Minute Time Limit every first Tuesday of the month, brought to you by Bear Meals and Vitality Chiropractic right there in Jonesboro. We also have an office in Newport for Vitality Chiropractic. If you enjoy the show and want to show your appreciation, you can cash app us at $BTSTS and let you know if you're with us and participating. You can also participate tonight in the after show chat. After the show goes off, you just stick around and we will talk. So I'm going to bring Jamie Davis, King Jamie. If you're watching the show live, we just restarted the whole damn thing. So there you go. If you're not watching it live, you won't even know that because I'm going to edit. Well, you'll know it now because I'm telling everybody. But how's it going, Jamie?
It's going great.
Good deal. As you know, what we're doing tonight, we're doing clock resets. You'll have 5 minutes or less. We're doing 5 minutes or less now. One prediction, one wrestler you're all in on, and one thing to fix in wrestling in the next 12 months. Your time starts now.
All right. Braun Breaker. He's going to come out on top by the end of the year.
Oh, that's your prediction, huh?
Yep.
And you think we're going to see? We saw a good match last night, and I'm going to actually say something about this on Shiznit Minute tomorrow. But I don't think it was time for him to become champ yet. What do you think?
He's right there. But Punk didn't have anything left at the end. He could barely stand.
And I think they'll end up doing that for WrestleMania or something with them two against each other. Because I mean, last night's show is getting a lot of people crapping on the show, all saying there was too many commercials, that it wasn't a big deal. I haven't seen the complete show. I do a lot of fast forward, so I can't tell you for sure what happened in every segment, but I did watch the Punk and Braun Breaker match.
I agree about the commercials. I don't know what happened when they first went to Netflix. I didn't have any commercials. I pay almost $30 a month for Netflix. I don't want commercials.
Right. I don't know what happened with that. If you watch it on replay after 48 hours, you don't have commercials. But if you watch it right after it, they're there. So I don't know. It's just really weird. All right. So you said Braun Breaker is going to be the breakout star. That'll be the one wrestler you're in on. What about a prediction? What would be your prediction for it?
My prediction is Gunther's going to switch to SmackDown and beat Cody for the title.
Well, that's kind of a wild card there, but since Gunther's on Raw and Cody's on SmackDown, but that would be a hell of a match to watch. And I don't know what they're going to end up doing with Cody for WrestleMania, but and I'm excited about seeing him against McIntyre again. I'm a huge McIntyre fan. When he left the WWE and did the Indies, then I sat and watched all that stuff that he did. I always had a good match on the Indies, and when he came back, he always has a good match at WWE. And what's the one thing you would want to fix in pro wrestling in 2026?
WWE has got to do something with these ticket prices. Memphis is coming up. I paid more. I try to set up as close as I can. I was able to get a front row seat this time. But if prices don't go down, I'll not buy another front row seat. They're just too outrageous.
Wow. So what was the front row seat for WWE?
I'm not saying.
Don't maybe get on the website and say too damn much. Was it
too damn much? Was
it just you? Or are you taking your kid with you and your wife? Or
no? Izzy can't stand the noise and the time. She can't stand 3 or 4 hours of wrestling.
Right. I can understand. Hell, Jamie, I ain't been out of the house in like 3 or 4 weeks. I stepped out to take the trash, but that's about it. I don't even go to the grocery store anymore. So
That would drive me up a wall. You know, I do field service. I'm used to being gone.
Yeah, ever since I started working from home, it got really bad at one point.
Mhm.
And then I finally got out of the habit and started going out to Walmart and going shopping and all that kind of stuff. And then when COVID hit, I got bad again. I started going out again, and now like I said, it's been about 4 weeks. So we keep having a couple people jumping in and out. Hopefully, we'll be able to get them in. Anything? Oh, let's talk about. We got a minute left. Let's talk about. Don't tell me no spoilers, but we're ready
Okay.
for the Grind City Rumble coming up on Saturday. What was your thoughts on Bosby turning? And Gene's already talked about Bosby, but what was your thoughts on that?
You didn't see that shot of me double flipping him off when he did that to Ray Ray? I was pissed.
Man, it's one of those moments where I just completely forgot everything I know about the wrestling business. And when Dustin and them were at the desk, they were saying no. I was going, no, don't do it, Bosby. The stuff where he blew the kiss, we talked about that with Gene, but it was just so awesome. All right, man, got 18 seconds, and I appreciate you coming on. And maybe we'll see you next month. And do appreciate all the patronage and everything like that. Thanks a lot, Jamie. Have a good night.
All right.
Wrestling fans, are you ready? Every Friday night in Osceola, Arkansas, MCW, the legacy continues. Live, hard-hitting, family-friendly wrestling action every Friday night at the MCW Arena, located at 1098 West Kaiser. Doors open at 6:30 and the action starts at 8 p.m. sharp. Don't miss your chance to see the stars of MCW battle out in the ring, rivals, drama, and slam-packed action. Here's what I want you to do. If you have any questions, I want you to search Facebook for Osceola's Mid-Southern Championship Wrestling. All ticket information, how to get your ticket, what time the show starts, everything right there on Facebook. All tickets are on sale right now. Be there!
Miss Memphis Wrestling Live this Sunday, January 18th. It's Superbout 5, featuring the Undead Bride, Sue Young. Monday, February 16th, WWE Raw returns to FedEx Forum in Memphis. Pre-game with us and Ghost River on Bill. All tickets are on sale now. Get yours right now at memphiswrestling.tv.
All right, we got Moose Daddy. Scotty, how the hell are you?
One day at a time, bub. How about you?
I saw you going in and out, but I appreciate you sticking around. We got a small crowd tonight.
Yeah, no, I got a new microphone, and I was trying to get it to work, and it wouldn't. I would send messages, and you couldn't hear no sound. I got to figure it out later, so I just went back to the trusty old earpiece.
And that's why I just turn around and started the whole stream. If you're watching it live or you go back and watch it, you'll hear me with that old microphone. You can not hear a thing. So I just started the damn thing over. What we're doing, it's January and the clock resets. You'll have 5 minutes or less. You can bail out before the 5 minutes is up now.
Right.
New rule on 5 minute time limit. One prediction that you're willing to be judged on upcoming in next January. One wrestler that you're all in on, and one thing you would fix in professional wrestling, and your 5 minutes starts now. You there? Did he freeze on us?
Hey, we went away. Hello. You back again?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the screen flipped in and out. No, the ones I'm all in on would be Jackson and Abel. I do believe that they're going to be on national TV at some point in the next 2 years.
Oh wow, yeah. That's what are they? They've been called something.
I
Different now.
think it's called the Undead.
Yeah, and
I do believe.
Yeah, they're on Juggalo Championship Wrestling. They're working with Russo. Russo had a lot of good things to say about them.
Yes.
And Russo's big into storylines and not as much into wrestling. It'll be interesting to see what they can do with them.
Right.
I really,
those two are my granddaughter's favorite wrestlers right now.
I can see why. Huge fan of them when they was with Memphis Wrestling, and then they worked EPW for a while, but they've been with JCP, and they have been following them around a lot. So that was the person that you're all in on. What was your prediction for 2026?
Austin Theory would be champion by December.
Oh.
If you're going to put him with Paul Heyman, he's going to be a champion of some sort by the end of the year. If not already turning on Braun Breaker and fighting with him.
So are you an Austin Theory fan? Because a lot of people shit on him, but I like him a lot. Yes,
I did. Actually, it's going to sound weird, but I did kind of enjoy him and Grayson Waller being complete jackasses on SmackDown. That was kind of fun to watch.
I love Waller. We had
him
as a big breakout star, and he still does. He's there all the time. He reminds me of, and someone else that reminds me of Miz is Joe Hendry, but he reminds me of Miz. You could probably do anything with Waller, and he's got talent too, so that helps out. What's the one thing that you would want to fix in 2026?
Bring back heels. Not everybody needs to be cool. Not everybody needs to be like, you got to hate somebody at some point. Remember, you were just talking about a while ago, the whole Bosby video. If they did that on national TV, you try to set the seats on fire like they did in 1997 in Little Rock for Shawn Michaels. So you need somebody that people hate. It just down and out. Everybody wants to sell T-shirts. Everybody wants to be the cool guy. Everybody wants the high fives, but then try to act like the bad guy at the same time. They don't work that way. You have to hate them.
Yeah, with
100%.
Braun Breaker tries to be cool too. He still tries to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
When we're doing the USWA stuff or the CWA stuff, there's every once in a while we will bring out something that they're doing in the ring that they don't ever do anymore. But one of the things is and doing TV matches is totally different than doing a house show, but they're not looking at the crowd. They're not trying to be a heel. They're just worried about getting their shit in. And I thought the Cena Gunther match would be a great match for people to watch. Just the things that they did in between the moves. Instead of you don't have to go 110 miles an hour every match.
No.
And it would be looking out to the crowd and doing something there. And heels aren't mean anymore. They're cool. They've been that way ever since, I think, the NWO, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you pick one person out in the crowd and you make them mad, eventually you can make the whole place mad. You just got to work at it. And it's almost like they want to do it for a couple of seconds. And then when they get no reaction at all, screw it. I'm just going back to putting my face on TV and doing my cool moves. And that's it.
I had it easy because I had that stupid whistle, and everyone hated my whistle. Yeah, I think I did that a little too much, but in hindsight, but they did hate me just for that.
Yes. Oh, and by the way, I got 20 seconds left. Tim Bosby is a unicorn. Honestly, he's got the size, he's got the look, he can talk. Maybe he doesn't need to be in the varsity club type uniform. Yeah, I mean, get him a little edge. I don't know, put a hot girl beside him. Do something. But yeah, that man's a unicorn. He needs to be on TV.
I loved when he blew the kiss at Ray Ray's mom.
I laughed my ass off. I loved it. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. That's how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Short of spitting toward his mama, that's exactly what he needed to do.
And what they did was they built that the whole match on commentary. They talked about there's Ray Ray's family. There's Ray Ray's family. Boom. There it was. All right, man. Have a great night. I thank you for joining us, Scotty. Last but not least, and let me just tell you, Stacy, you have broke the record all by yourself
Oh, wow.
because the Duchess is not here tonight. I sent her the thing about the clock resets and told her that since she does a news program, podcast, that she could just do it on that instead of wrestling. And then she sent me a message, said, it looks like the Duchess won't make an appearance. And I was like, oh, wow. So we got Stacy breaking the record. I do appreciate everybody showed up tonight. We got to have a really quick show, but hey, maybe I needed that. But you know what we're talking about. You got 5 minutes, and I got it started now.
Man. My prediction, LA Knight will finally become heavyweight champion. Finally.
Oh, wow. What do you think's the hold back there on him? Why do they not just push the button? He's got everything.
He really does. He really does. I don't know, because like even like Jey Uso, like I get why he's not the champion, you know? Like, I get it. I don't understand this. I don't understand. Like, I don't know. He's so good. He's so good.
Well, you got a guy
he reminds me so much of, like, he's a combination of Stone Cold and The Rock.
He's good in the ring. He's got a great body, good in the ring, good looking guy, good on the microphone. I always, when I see guys like this who get over big time and don't get the belt, I mean, he got over before Yeet did.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's pissed somebody off backstage. Is what I always think.
Yeah,
he's pissed. He's pissed one of the major characters backstage that don't want to push him. But yeah, that would be one of the things. Good prediction. Good prediction. All right, what one wrestler are you all in on?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Who's your favorite person right now?
Charlotte Flair. I don't know why.
I've loved her ever since she jumped in with Liv. I always thought she was a good worker, but not great. But I love the personality and everything.
Yeah, I love to watch her. I love watching her. I love watching Liv Morgan. I don't know. I don't like when is Seth Rollins coming back? I'm concerned about that. And
Gene had a great joke. His prediction was Seth's going to come back and get hurt again. That was a great prediction because that's exactly what happens. I think they'll do something with him in theory probably in the whole vision, but excited to see what they do with him. I'm not a fan of Becky's though. And what would be your what was the last question here? What would be the one thing you want to change in 2026?
I want the fans to know their role and sit down and be quiet and quit trying to manipulate the show. It is so annoying. So annoying to me. Bless you. I saw you sneeze.
I did mute it though. I muted it. You didn't get to hear it.
But it looked like it was really loud, and that's probably like that's how you keep the predators away.
I see you, Scotty. I see what you're doing, Moose. I'm not going to tell you, but I saw something he was doing backstage. So when you go backstage again, he might share and he might not. So I don't know. He's eating all the damn green M&Ms also.
Well,
son of a bitch.
I really kind of enjoyed last night's show. I liked it because it was different. I think it should have been much bigger for the anniversary show, but I liked that it was different. But I also don't think that everything deserves like a musical version of the show, like, how every sitcom they'll do a musical version of it somewhere in the season.
Yes,
I feel like that this was what it was kind of weird. It felt very nostalgic. I don't know. It was weird though.
I always fast forward through. One of my favorite comedies was Scrubs, and I'm like, they do a fucking musical episode. I get so pissed when people do that. And then me and Misty's watching something recently, and they start singing. I'm like, oh. But I am the guy that sat down to watch the movie sing, and was pissed when it was a musical. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I was expecting.
How dare them sing a song?
How dare them, damn it.
Hey, did you see my shirt?
Which one is it? Hey, yo. I was a huge Razor fan. I loved Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, your time's up. I didn't even play that tonight. I've been with all my I've been having technical problems on that. Let me see if I can.
I don't understand why you restarted it because I could hear everything.
Is up. Yeah, you can hear it, but when it records time. It's real weird. All right. I'm going to play that 100 times, I guess. Hey, guys, thanks for joining us. Not a big crowd tonight. I hope you like the audio version of this. Same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.